Salam labas kushimazian kader. Hey guys, it's Aaron and just me. The kids are in tutoring right now. It's Monday. This video unfortunately is not going to be a positive one, but unfortunately it is one that needs to be made. It is something that has been going on for a while. It has been something that has been on social media, and I cannot not speak about it. And the reason I'm making it now is because I've just recently been affected by it. If you guys follow me, and if you follow me from a while ago, you guys know that I have cats. And a long time ago when we first moved here, within the first week of moving into our first apartment, we found Odin. Odin was a black and white cat who had a really bad eye. He was as big as my palm. There is a video about Odin. I will try to remember to link it in here. About the first day we got him, and it was on a Friday we found him. And I didn't plan on keeping him. I forget what I was over there for. I think I was over there to go to the pharmacy, and I was going to feed these cats, and I saw that Odin, well, the black and white kitten, had a bad eye, and the other cats weren't letting him eat. So I decided to bring him home and take care of him and take him to the vet and whatever. Long story short, he ended up having his eye removed, and we ended up keeping Odin. And Odin was so dumb but so sweet. Odin, every cat that I end up bringing in, whether we kept him or it was a mother with kittens, whatever, Odin was always like a mama cat, the rabbit. Remember the rabbit? He loved the rabbit. He always wanted to kiss the rabbit and love the rabbit. Odin was such a sweet cat, but he was dumb, but he was sweet. Anyway, when we moved here, at our first apartment, we had the garden, and he used to like going out in the garden, and then he started getting out. Now, all of my cats are fixed. None of my cats can get pregnant, and none of my boy cats can contribute to getting any cats pregnant outside. I don't like outdoor cats. I like my cats to stay indoors because, I don't want cats indoors that are going outside because it's dirty, you know what I mean? So anyway, Odin started going outside at the old apartment. I didn't like it, and I couldn't keep him in. But then finally he started staying in. Then we moved. Then after a few months of being here, after being comfortable living in the apartment here, he started getting out again. And then he got out one time, and then I was like, you know what? You're staying out. That's it. You know what I mean? I'll still take care of you. Mind you, he is fixed. He is vaccinated. We still fed him, and there's a woman across the street who is always out there feeding the cats, and I gave her 100 dirhams a week to help feed the cats, Everybody knew Odin on the street. We're going to walk to the ATM while I finish the story, and then tell you more about what the situation is going on. It's not just about cats. It's more about dogs, but my situation is about cat. By the way, I'm wearing a hat. I'm not a fan of hats, guys. I'm not. But the sun here is brutal. The UV rays are really strong here, and my skin is starting to really show it. So I'm wearing a hat. This hat actually I'm wearing it wrong, but I like the way it flops on my head this way. I got this one in Fanundek for 15 dirhams, 50 dirhams, which I think is addy, because it's really nice, actually. It's a better quality one. Anyway, so Odin, he started living outside 5 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. And like I said, everyone knows him on the street. The one-eyed cat, Odin, and everybody knows his name. 3 weeks ago, we couldn't find him. I'm out here calling his name, and I saw the old lady, and she doesn't speak English, and I didn't understand her. And then a couple days later, after that, Cameron was with me, and she asked her. Basically, men came 5 a.m. and took a bunch of cats, including Odin. And the story about Odin was he's friendly, and he came to them. And when he realized that they were not friendly and he tried to get away, they hit him. And they threw him in a truck, and he's gone. Now, someone told me, oh, they probably took him somewhere, another city. No, I think he's dead, as what they're doing to millions of street dogs. Culling is the extermination. They're basically exterminating millions of animals in Morocco to get ready for the 2030 World Cup. So yes, the World Cup is coming to Morocco, Portugal, and Spain in 2030. And unfortunately, Morocco has a huge stray dog and cat population. I don't know the exact numbers, but I believe the dog populations is in the millions. And in 2019, the government did enact TNVR, which means trap, neuter, vaccinate, and release. However, unfortunately, some cities or some places, and it's not a little amount, it's a lot of places, are exterminating on their own. I don't know who's behind it. Listen, there are more sources out there that have more facts about who's doing it exactly. I'm just here to share the awareness of what is going on. I don't have the specifics, and me being an outsider, a foreigner, not a resident, I don't want to spread stuff that I don't know, but I do know the facts of it is going on here. Let me show you one cat that just pulled my heartstrings recently that I found. Right. So if you follow me, I'm at the place that we go to when we're on our way to SEP to get some sandwiches. And there are kittens here. There's one right there. And then over on the other side, I will show you. I don't see the one with the really bad eye, though. The one with the really bad eye looks like Odin did. But look at these babies. Hi, babies. Not that this one doesn't have a bad eye. These guys are really tiny. Hi. This one's from a different litter. This one's bigger. These guys are much smaller. Oh, they have bad eyes, too. But the one with the really bad eye, I don't know. He must be inside sleeping right now. Hi. Who are you? Guys, look at this. This is what they're going after. Even the kittens aren't safe, guys. But let me tell you about the dog situation, because the dog situation is actually cruel. I haven't heard anything personally about, like, the cats with Odin, they put them in a truck, but the dog ones is like really crazy. I mean, sickening. All right, somebody tell me what this is. I'm at one of those places that has all those things. Is this ribe? It's like got a really thick cream on top. Like the cream is not thin, it's like thick with like nuts on top, and then the inside it's creamier. This one's like chocolate, I think. All right, it's really good. All right, so the dogs, guys. If you are on social media and you're in Morocco, you can't help but see there's always headlines, 3 million dogs. They're set to kill 3 million dogs across Morocco in anticipation of these World Cup games. Listen, you can never kill all the dogs. You can never kill all the dogs. It's impossible. And science has proved that killing dogs does not solve the problem. It does not solve. You can kill a group of dogs, but another dog will move. More dogs will move in the area. Unvaccinated dogs. The only solution to fixing the problem of unvaccinated dogs, unruly dogs, is TNR. Well, in America, I never actually heard of TNVR. It was always TNR, but obviously vaccination is important. And in America, we do the vaccination too. I just never heard the V part of it. But TNVR, trap, neuter, vaccination, release. People here in general, it's a Muslim. People in general here are pretty welcoming of cats. I don't see too much harassment of cats, except for sometimes by children. That falls on the parents, guys. That falls on you. You know, you have kids, you're responsible for teaching them right and wrong about anything in life. That is your responsibility. You bring them in this world, it's your job to teach them. And it's also your job to teach them not to litter, please, affect. But, by the way, I got this beautiful citron cake. Listen up. I'm a firm believer, if you're a kid and you don't like lemon stuff, like desserts, you will when you're an adult. It's true. All right, back to these dogs. TNR, anyway, people, the dogs though is a different situation. I feel like a lot of people, because in the Quran, people will say that it says like, you know, you're not supposed to have dogs in the house, you know, that saliva of a dog is haram, you know, and it's only for guard dogs. I don't want to get into specifics. Listen, you guys know I love all animals. I will let a dog, I fell over in the sand last week and a dog was all over me. I loved it. Don't come after me. I don't care what you have to say. You know, God ain't gonna hate me for loving on a dog. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay? God is not gonna punish me for loving on a dog. That is the truth, okay? And, oh my God, this kitten right here is playing. I don't have anything to give him. Some cream, I'll get him some cheese when I'm done. Anyway, but TNR is very, very important. It's the only way to control the population. But not only that, guys, TNR also prevents a lot of things. If you have an animal at home, if you have a cat or a dog or whatever, do you know it also prevents cancers from developing in especially female animals, dogs especially? Shukran. Thank you. Evening it out with the mango juice, us here. So, TNR is very important. It's the only way to thing it. But in Morocco right now, Debo, what's going on is they're literally massacring dogs. And we're not talking like they're collecting them, taking them to a sterile facility, a shelter, and they're putting them peacefully to sleep. No, we're talking about people just rounding them up and shooting them in the head. Or not even just like, no, we're talking about like gathering them with with food in the streets and then just opening fire on them. We're talking about smashing them with boards. I saw some guy in McNess taking puppies and smashing them with boards. Guys, it's literally disgusting. Everybody knows what's going on. I have no idea if it's being funded. I really don't want to go into the specifics, but it's going on, and it's going on because of, getting ready for the Cora 2030. And honestly, let me show you. How can you do this to these things? Of course, right now there's no dogs around, but they're doing it to these guys too, guys. Look at this. Hi, baby. Who's a good baby? Who's a good baby? Like, how could you? How could you? Look at those guys. Look at them. Look at them. You know what, baby? Okay, so if we were in America, I would end this with write your congressman, write your senator, write your mayor, like write your president. Here, I don't know if that's a thing. Like, they don't have senators. They do have a parliament. There was a protest last Friday in front of the parliament. I didn't know about it, of course, until today. It always happens, guys, whenever there's a protest or some kind of a thing for Palestine or for, like, there was one for teachers last year, stuff that I wanted to go to and show on YouTube. I don't know about it until afterwards. So, of course, I didn't do this. But the reason I was doing this now, I've been wanting to say about it, but this thing with Odin just happened. And, I'm like, you know what? Now or never, this really, it's been meaning that I've been meaning to do it. But you have to understand where I'm coming from. I'm not a resident here. I don't have a place to go. You have to understand that. You know what I'm saying? there's a lot of Moroccans that are talking out about this, you know, that live here, you know what I mean? But I'm not a Moroccan. I'm not a resident. I don't have legal residency. They can just kick me out at any time. And I don't have another home, you know? So I don't have another home. But if you're a Moroccan that know more about the cause, what people can do, how we can help, other than just bring awareness, I know, guys, TNR is very, very important. If you're a Moroccan and you live here, please, please, and you have a pet, fix your pet. It's the long run. If you love your pet, the long run is a small cost for the future. I promise you, it really, really is. It takes their future, their health much better if you do this in the beginning. You know, it really does. It will really make sure that a lot of stuff doesn't happen in the thing. And like I said, why do you want your animal to go possibly impregnate other animals out there, and then they live these crappy lives on the street, possibly get run over? Since we've been here, guys, how many animals that we have lost to the streets from being run over? Come on, it's so sad to see these animals that we take care of and then they get run over from cars. It's really, really sad. But I don't know what we can do other than bring awareness. I can bring awareness to it. It's not right. People are saying to boycott the World Cup. I'm not calling for boycott of the World Cup. I am saying that do your own part. If you're a Moroccan that watches this and you say, oh, I don't treat the animals good, you're a part of it. You're a part of it. If you're a Moroccan that has a cat and lets them continuously procreate out in the open and just lets them, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're also a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem, because it's a vicious cycle and it's not going to stop. They're not going to stop doing this. So I don't know, guys. It's really a sensitive subject, and I wish I wasn't bringing this kind of subject, because I hate this kind of subject. It just brings negativity to my channel, and it brings negativity to Morocco, and it's not my goal. I love Morocco living here. Obviously, no country is perfect, you know, but this is something that's obviously far from being a little problem. This is a very, very serious problem. It's a very big cruelty, inhumane, makes the country look very, very, you know what I'm saying? I can't stick up for this. I can't stick up for Morocco with the situation. You know, I can say, oh, Morocco is a beautiful country. I can say that the vegetables are really cheap here and all that. But when I'm here and they're killing freaking dogs and cats and at 5 a.m. with the rounding them up in circles, what can I say? You know what I mean? I can't defend it. So I don't know, guys. So I'm kind of stuck. I'm just bringing awareness to it.